Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. This is another Get Busy and Stop Acting Dizzy. How y'all folks doing today? I wanted to touch on something real quick. Acting, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about acting. You know, from the age about 47 to the age about 57, man, there's a lot of people out here that's acting. That really should be acting their age. You know what I mean? But so many people out here afraid to be who they are that they forgetting exactly who they is. You know what I mean? Instead of them just being like, they never understood that it's all right to be cool. Like, you don't have to be this hard rock. Everybody ain't built to be a hard rock. You know what I mean? Some people got placed in hard situations and couldn't take it, and they wound up doing a whole bunch of other stuff for acting. You know what I mean? You got dudes out here might have done a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then they swear they the cream of the crop. Like they put in all the work in the world. That's acting. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to act, because when people know what you're about, you don't gotta go do no talking and no extra glorifications and none of that stuff, because the story gonna be told for you. So you don't have to do no acting. You know what I mean? Acting is for pretenders. You know what I mean? Unless you're getting paid for it. If you ain't getting paid for it, then you just pretending. You know what I mean? A lot of guys out here, a lot of these women, man, they be doing a whole lot of acting for nothing. They want to be this and they want to be that, but when some trouble come their way, they don't want to take on that role of that trouble, which is just as big as the act that you portraying. You know what I mean? Stop acting. It's okay to just be yourself. You don't have to be the toughest person in the world. You don't have to be the richest person in the world. I mean, as long as you okay, your family's okay, and they love you, and you love you, and you love the people that love you, but you acting for it. Because one day somebody gonna yell cut, and when they yell cut, you gotta be ready. You know what I mean? You gotta be ready to turn it down. If you can't turn it down, man, you're gonna be another person out here that got caught up in acting like they was something more than what they was, and they wind up getting exposed. You know what I mean? Stop it, man. We too old for that junk. See a person like me, I'm grateful. I'm so happy because I know what it is to really be tough. So I don't have to act tough, because I had a time to be tough, and that's what it was. When it was time to be tough, I was tough. When it's time to go to jail, I held my own, and I was tough. When it's time to get it in and knock people out and do all that stuff, I did it one of the best. When it was time to pop that papa, I did that too. You understand what I'm saying? I popped that gun. I don't have to try to act to be something that I'm not. You know what I mean? The problem is out here, a lot of these older people, man, they fronting and acting for some young people who can care less. The young people don't care about you and what you did last week. Shit, it's so messed up out here, it's so tight. Them young people trying to get up any kind of way that they can. So they can care less about what you did last month, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, who you killed 9 years ago, all that stuff, it don't even matter. So stop acting. Some of us, man, might have put some work in, but when it was time, when you got up there and knew you was about to face that 30 years, it ain't like you wasn't praying. See, that's what it come down to. Everybody acting like they did when they done it, they meant it, and that was that. But for real, they was crying and praying, hoping for another chance, that they ain't had to get sit down. You know what I mean? Some of them bulls done went upstate, man, they start messing with men. You know what I mean? And people know they mess with men too, and they don't care, they still be with them. Stop the acting. You know what I mean? Some of them bulls done went up there, man, and all types of stuff been done. You know what I mean? They be acting. You got guys out here trying to tell you don't hang with this guy, don't hang with that guy, but for real, for that backyard ain't clean. You know what I mean? They meeting with dudes and they got dudes 30 years behind the scenes way up City Line Avenue somewhere where can't nobody really be there to see them, but that's their homies. You know what I mean? But they gonna tell you about somebody else. Come on, stop acting, man. Be who you gonna be. Because you only can hide but for so long. Fake people only can pretend for so long. And weak people always gonna hate strong people. Stop acting, man. It's okay to be regular, man, and have a job and to do things that you really wanted to do that you never got a chance to do. So stop the acting, man. For you know what's gonna come later. You know what's gonna come down the line. Somebody gonna yell cut, and that's gonna be the end of that play. So man, get busy and stop acting dizzy and stop acting.